Hello. Today I wanted to answer in this video the question of what is yoga? This is seems like it would be a simple question, but I think that there is so much to yoga that people do not realize. It is really like a holistic whole practice that has so many facets to it, and it's not just about the body, and it's not just about doing movement and performing poses and getting a workout. There are layers and layers deeper to it. It is a whole holistic practice, a lifestyle, a way to help you live more consciously and more mindfully in the world, and essentially to help you with all of that have a better life. So to answer the question, what is yoga? Essentially, at the most, in the most basic sentence you could say, I guess it is a technology for well-being, or a spiritual discipline that focuses on bringing harmony to both the mind and the body, or to unite the mind and body together, as well as to unite the individual consciousness to a universal consciousness, to notice our interconnectedness, to feel that sense of oneness. It is also, on a simple level, an art and science to healthy living. And the reason why I said earlier that it is a way of uniting the body and mind is it's because yoga is derived from the Sanskrit word of yuj, which means to yoke, or to unite, or join together. So this practice helps us find harmony and cohesiveness between our mind and our body to get them on the same page. So not only um, does yoga help us to find unity, to feel the oneness, the interconnectedness of all, but also to, one of its aims is for self-realization, right? To realize the oneness, and to realize our truest nature, to realize our authentic selves. And for me, the way that that is embodied throughout my classes and my teachings is to help you come back home to yourself and feel connected to yourself. So, and you can think of self-realization as like this thing far in the future, way above you, way ahead of you, that you have to like reach for and try to get to. And like maybe for some people maybe they think of that as like, final enlightenment. But for me, it's really more of a practice that is happening all the time. And sometimes we slip in and out of it, and that's okay. That's normal. That's life. We slip in and out. Everything is a practice. We don't reach for this end state. We enjoy and experience the journey along the way. So, yoga, um, to one of its aims being for self-realization, some might look at that as a state of liberation or freedom, which in Sanskrit is moksha. So yoga is also a method and a path by which humans can get to that place of liberation within themselves, that place of freedom from our limiting beliefs, from these mental constraints, from this chaos of the mind, this monkey mind, from being able to feel liberated and free within, because we are able to be present and be with everything that is happening within us and around us. And we have the capacity, right? Through yoga, we expand our capacity, we build our capacity to be with all of that. That's what I always say yoga is a way to expand our capacity to um, to be able to sit with it all, whatever comes up, the good or the bad, the positive and the negative, the light and the shadow sides of ourselves. We develop the capacity to sit with discomfort, to sit with, to be with suffering, to move through those pieces and those experiences, and be a little bit more objective to them, have a little bit more equanimity toward them, because suffering, as the Buddha taught it, was a part of life. And so we have to learn how to deal with that and be able to simply respond to it rather than to react. So yoga involves many components, many different components, as I mentioned before: philosophy, meditation, pranayama, breath work, and as well as asana and the postures, right? So the ultimate goal of the postures, so when you come to a yoga class, like, when you go to a yoga class in the studio, or even with me, most of the time we're doing asana. And the ultimate goal of that is to prepare your body for this path, everything that I just talked about. So to take this path to your highest self, right, you need to be as healthy as possible. You need to have energy. You need to, also, if you're going to meditate, you need to be able to sit. If you're going to be able to be with yourself, you need to be able to be still. And so, the asanas prepare us for seated meditation, which is where we begin to get more in touch with our inner self through what we call dhyana, is one of the 8 limbs of yoga, which is meditative absorption. So, why is this all important? Why is knowing what yoga is really about and what the true purpose is important? Because it can change how you approach your practice. It can change how you do what you do on the yoga mat. And it can allow you to practice with more intention. When you're practicing your meditations, when you're practicing your asana with your postures, you know why you are practicing it. You know that it's not just to perform these poses and get into these crazy shapes and like get a nice workout, which also, of course, it's great for getting more strong and flexible and feeling good in your body, but it's also to help you embody all of these principles, all of these philosophies off the mat, and to help you build your awareness, become more aware, more present with yourself, more connected to yourself and what's beyond yourself, so that you can begin to build your capacity and start to walk the path toward your highest self, which is that self-realization, toward freedom in your mind and in your being, toward liberation, moksha, toward this enlightenment, as some would call it, toward a sense of unity and harmony within and between you and the external world. So through time, yoga has taken on meaning as both a noun and a verb, I would say. And it is something that is kept alive through each of us embodying it and engaging with it. And it's the process of becoming more aware and paying attention. So I hope that provides just a little bit of insight and clarity as to what yoga is. I know that was also probably a lot in and of itself. So whatever you were able to get from that, just allow yourself to just ruminate on that. And you can watch this video again and again, and whatever sinks in, I think, is really what you're meant to take and learn from it at this time. So just notice maybe later today after you're done watching this video, or tomorrow, what is it from this video and from what I've said today has really stuck with you? What has been a point of enlightenment, and what has been a realization or something you learned that you didn't know before, or that you really resonated with? And if you'd like, please email me back and let me know what that was. I would love to hear it. All right, thank you so much for watching, and I hope you have a wonderful day. Mwah.